And before that, all the day's action in Match of the Day.
And coming up here on BBC Match of the Day, we do have the Merseyside derby match between Everton as they take on against Liverpool. And also coming up later on as well on the show, we have the London derby between Arsenal as they take on against Chelsea. And that match will be live later here on the show on BBC Match of the Day. And hello everybody here in the studio of BBC Match of the Day, and I am Gary Lineker to present to you Match Day 29 of the Premier League, as we'll kick things off and talk about the first matchup, the Merseyside derby between both sides are competing the exact same thing, is to qualify for the UEFA Champions League for next season. And also the last Merseyside derby matchup will be held at Goodison Park here for this matchup. So we are here joined with our pundit Alan Shearer to speak about this matter between Everton and Liverpool. We know that Everton will be going to their new shiny stadium next season. They could end up playing Champions League football in that new stadium for next season to kick things on in their new stadium as a football club as well. Do play Liverpool, their arch rivals down the road to them. The last game at Goodison Park of all time between Liverpool and Everton. And how do you feel this match will come across between these two sides? It's a very big game is going to be here for the match between Everton and also Liverpool. We know that this game means a lot in terms of where they will probably finish by the end of the season. Everton throughout the whole season has been the better team comparison to Liverpool in terms of where they are in the Premier League table, but they're on the exact same points, on 52 points, these two sides, and we know that Everton's got the better goal difference comparison to Liverpool. But could Liverpool get the win here to put themselves above Everton for the first time of this season? That could happen by the end of this game. Throughout the whole season, Everton have been above Liverpool, but it could happen for Liverpool to be the ones to go and overtake Everton to move up to third place. There's a lot to fight for in this game for both sides, and especially for Liverpool, the away team as well, to try and create some magic here away from home. But as for Everton as well, the fans will be behind this Everton team, and the players will also give it their all as well under Sean Dyche on stopping Liverpool from overtaking them as well in the league in their last game at Goodison Park. Okay, thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on to the game at Goodison Park. The last game at Goodison Park until Everton do move into their new stadium for next season. As they take on here against Liverpool. And let's get to the game. And let's get straight now the kick-off for this Merseyside derby between Everton and Liverpool. And that is a massive, massive game. This is, of course, the football here right now. As we know that the last ever game will be played at Goodison Park, because Everton will be moving to a new stadium called the Bradley Moore Dock for next season. So it's a very, let's say, last or sad day in fact for the Merseyside to have this iconic stadium to be its last Merseyside derby to be held, these sort of games, because Everton only got at least 9 games left of the season to go. And they only got a couple home games left at this iconic stadium at Goodison Park. But Richarlison, however, the real, let's say, top talisman for Everton so far this season, has really delivered the real heights for Everton, the real proper dark horse of this Premier League season. Never anticipated Everton to be anywhere near the top 5 of the Premier League to try and potentially qualify for the UEFA Champions League for next season, because last season Everton scraped survival last season. They survived, and they were only at least six or 7 points clear from Watford of safety. And then the season right here now under Sean Dyche, they are playing some great football, and they might be looking for some real good finish before they go on to their new stadium for next season. But Everton's got a strong team though, and you can't just say knock them off once whatsoever, Sean Dyche's side, because their team is so, let's say, solid and very disciplined this season, and they really want to do well in their respective games, of course, from now until the end of the season, for a potential push into that top 4 or top 5. But as for Liverpool, however, we know that they had a very, let's say, poor mid-season so far in the Premier League. They did lose a few games at home during the halfway through period of the season, and they lost a few home games, but they have picked themselves up again, Liverpool, and now they are in that top 5 to try and be there, hopefully, by the end of the season, to get themselves through into the Champions League for next season. There's a chance right there for Liverpool to shoot and score, but that's gone all the way now wide for a throw-in here for Everton. And now Seamus Coleman now, Iwobi, and now Rafael Leao. Good tackle right there from James Tarkowski. And now it's Alex Iwobi. And now Iwobi right now pushing through. Now Richarlison. And now Richarlison's through. Now Robertson. And now here's Alexis McAllister now. Sabitzer. And by the way, Liverpool and Everton on the exact same points, by the way, in the Premier League, with 52 points. And Liverpool obviously have not been above Everton throughout this whole Premier League season, as Everton have been the team have really been above Liverpool throughout the majority of this season. And could Liverpool win here away from home to put themselves above Everton in the Premier League at the end of match day 29? Because currently, if they win here for this game, they could move up to 3rd in the Premiership. But here's Rafael Leao. It's Andy Robertson. And now Seamus Coleman. And now Alex Iwobi. And now good pass there now to Richarlison. And now it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And a goal right there from Dominic Calvert-Lewin to make it 1-0 to the Everton. What a great goal right there from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And it is 1-0 to Everton in the game, and that is a massive goal, that is, for them, because Liverpool are behind and Everton are in the lead. And what a goal there for Sean Dyche's men. They are fighting and clinching, really holding tight here to be hopefully finishing in the top 5 by the end of this season to get Champions League football before they move into their new, shiny new stadium in the Bradley Moore Dock for next season. It is a massive, massive goal right there from Dominic Calvert-Lewin against Liverpool here in this last ever Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. What a great way for Everton to actually get a victory here in their last derby matchup in this iconic stadium. And Darwin Núñez now, could have been a chance to make it 1-1, but it hit the post, and that could have been there 1-1. And now it's Alex Iwobi, and now Iwobi's through. Maybe switch a pass, but he couldn't though. Now here's to Thiago on the ball back here for Liverpool. And now all the way here now to Sabitzer. Now Dominic Sabitzer, now the Hungarian midfielder, now running through. Good block there from Everton there. Now is, again, here's Doucouré. And now it's a chance here for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now Andy Robertson. And now Alisson. Now Konate. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold. And now here's a chance for Darwin Núñez. And there's a chance for Núñez here to shoot. Save right there for the goalkeeper. And now all the way here to Sabitzer. Shot from Rafinha right there into the hands of the goalkeeper. And now we've got a corner here, short corner here for Liverpool. Liverpool now holding it tight here now. Crossing the box here for Liverpool potentially. So Sabitzer holds it tight again. Chance for Sabitzer, but save there from Pickford. And it might be the end of that for the first half, and it is. And Everton do take the lead here against their rivals Liverpool in their last ever Merseyside derby before they move into their new stadium for next season. As Darwin Núñez had 2 shots saved and missed, by the way, but one was on target. And a slow day in the office for Darwin Núñez. But the half-time score is Everton 1, Liverpool 0 at the break. And we are back here for the second half, and here we go between Everton and Liverpool. As could Liverpool get back in the matchup? That is the question here in this game, as they are behind by 1-0. But here's Sabitzer. And now Richarlison. Now here's the Trent Alexander-Arnold. Good pass there now to Darwin Núñez. There's a chance to shoot. Oh, he could have done, but that's gone wide. Massive chance there for a goal could have occurred. But now we got Dwight McNeil coming off the field and Dele Alli coming on the field here for Everton. So we do have a goal kick here in the matchup for, looks like, Everton. Now Thiago comes off the field and Gravenberch comes on the field. And Klopp's made a substitution right there for Liverpool also. But they are behind here, Liverpool. They want to try and win this game and not even get anything in this game as possible, because they're on the exact same points in the Premier League, 52 points. But Everton's got the best goal difference, in fact. And they could move up to third, Liverpool. They end up getting the result here over Everton. There's a chance for Everton to score even. Oh, could have been massive chance there. Was it Dele Alli? I think it was on that last touch there. Dele Alli had a chance to shoot. That was definitely going to almost went on target, but a little bit wide away from the goal. So that's going to be a goal kick here for Liverpool in the game. So Alisson will take it. Pass the ball there now to Konate. And now Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now here's Sabitzer. Sabitzer's through. Now Rafael Leao has a shot goal for Rafael Leao. What a brilliant goal for Liverpool. And it's 1-1. And it's game on here in the Merseyside derby here at Goodison Park, because we all probably thought that Everton's got the break in this match, or let's say the grip in this match against Liverpool. But this goal right here might give them a little bit of confidence, of course, to try and get something over Everton, one of the dark horses of the Premier League this season. We never thought Everton to be where they're currently at now, near the end of the season, fighting for the Champions League places, since they were fighting for relegation last season. And looks like their Liverpool are fighting back now. 1-1 now. Here's Dominic Calvert-Lewin to make it 2, but save right there from Alisson. Alisson right there stops. Obviously Calvert-Lewin to score there to make it 2-1 to put Everton back in front. Corner here. Everton. Header away. Now Sabitzer. Now Darwin Núñez. And now here's Konate. McAllister. Darwin Núñez. Great run through here for Liverpool. And now Gravenberch, and a goal for Gravenberch. And Liverpool are now 2-1 up here. And an unbelievable goal for the captain. The captain done so well, he did, to get that ball past the goalie to make it 2-1, the substitute in this game. And now the game has changed. And the game's gone definitely for Everton. They were leading the game, took control of the first half, but the game's gone. And definitely now Liverpool have got themselves that chance here to win here away from home in their last matchup at Goodison Park for all time. The last game will be played here at Goodison Park, the Merseyside derby match between Everton and Liverpool in this derby game. And we know that next season, we know that Everton's ground will be the Bradley Moore Dock. And what a way for Liverpool to try and win here in their last meeting at Goodison Park, of course, if that is the case. But now Sabitzer. Nice pass there now to Gravenberch. Gravenberch's through. Gravenberch, shot, save. Back again for Liverpool. Good defending. Corner. Rafael Leao right there. Had a chance to shoot, but good block from the defender right there. And now looks like Alexis McAllister comes off the field and Endo comes on the field here for Liverpool. So a substitution here. Cross into the box. Header. Bouncing away here now for Everton, trying to defend the ball away from danger. And now here's Mateo now at the ball. We've got 3 minutes left of the game to go here. And could Everton get something here to get a draw out of this match? Hopefully so, but I don't think that's the case, unfortunately. And now here's to Endo. Now Rafinha, Decore. And what a ping all the way right there from Alex Iwobi. Good pass there to Richarlison. And that is that for the full-time whistle, as Liverpool have won the game in the last ever meeting here at Goodison Park of all time. As looks like now that Everton unfortunately lost the game, but that means that Liverpool go above Everton for the first time this season into third place, while Everton drop down into fifth place after losing here at home to their local rivals across the park from Goodison Park, as they lost the game here at home by 2-1 against Liverpool in the game here for this afternoon. And a big win for Liverpool as they won here this afternoon by 2-1 against Everton in the Merseyside derby. And for the first time throughout the whole season especially, Liverpool are now overtook Everton in the league table of the Premier League, as now Liverpool move up to third place. And Alan, a big win for Liverpool. We know that Everton will probably be a very difficult game for Liverpool to try and get anything out of this matchup, because Sean Dyche's men have been so strong and solid throughout this season, and even the real dark horses in the Premier League. And that loss right here for Everton might be a massive bitter disappointment, of course, for Sean Dyche to lose here at home against the rivals down the road of Liverpool. It was an absolute decent matchup, obviously, for Liverpool to get the win. Obviously, Sean Dyche should definitely be disappointed during this game to lose here at home, because we know how important Everton want to get this result here over Liverpool, because now Liverpool have now took them and above now Everton in the Premier League for the first time this season. So we know that this game here, that Everton are a little bit falling apart slightly. They're now currently in fifth place after losing here for this afternoon's game, but again, Everton can still pick themselves up. There's 9 games left of the season to go, and Everton still can actually finish in a very good position to qualify for the Champions League for the first time since 2004 and 2005. So there's a long time they haven't qualified in this competition, and this could be a special moment for Everton. They actually end up qualifying for the Champions League for this season, because they'll be moving to their new stadium next season. Playing Champions League football will be a massive statement for Everton Football Club if they can do so by playing the Champions League in their new stadium for next season. Thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on to our next game here on Match of the Day. We have the London Derby match between Arsenal in North London as they play at home at the Emirates to take on West London side Chelsea in this game. And let's get to that fixture right now between the two sides. Okay, we are here for the matchup for this afternoon as Arsenal will take on against Chelsea. Big game, big match, London rivalry here between the two sides. And we know that Arsenal are at home and Chelsea are the away team. There's a lot to play for, there's a lot to fight for, there's a lot to really contend with between the two teams who want to fight for challenging themselves in that top 4 race, or top 5 race in fact, due to the fact that 5 teams now can qualify for the UEFA Champions League, due to the fact that Man City and Liverpool survived themselves to reach into the semi-finals of the Champions League from the last rounds. That's why the 5th team has been opened for any team in the Premier League who comes 5th to qualify for the Champions League rather than the Europa League, due to the fact that Liverpool and Man City reached themselves into the semis because of those reasons. But now, let's look at the lineup here for Arsenal, shall we? Have goalkeeper Raya. We also have Saliba, Gabriel White as well, with Kimawar, Jorginho, Odegaard as well, Declan Rice, Jesus, Saka, Martinelli for the Arsenal team. But as for Chelsea, however, for the manager for Thomas Tuchel, we know that he's got a very, let's say, good team out as well. Not a very good run recently of results recently for Chelsea, but could things change here for Chelsea in this game? As we do have, obviously, as the goalkeeper for Chelsea in the game, as we do have is Courtois, alongside here with the Saïd, Tomori, Reece James and Chilwell, with Enzo Fernandez, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Sterling, Mason Mount, Lukaku and also Tammy Abraham for Chelsea. And that is a lineup right here between the two sides. Let's get straight now the kick-off right now between Chelsea and the Arsenal. And let's get straight now the kick-off right now as Chelsea will kick things off at the Emirates Stadium, as Arsenal look prepared And Arsenal are looking for the fight here for the matchup, as we might maybe see Arsenal get the win and put themselves back in the top 5, or Chelsea might get themselves very close towards the top 5 if they end up winning here away from home this afternoon. So here we go, and let's get the game underway. Now Jesus now to Declan Rice. Jesus, what a goal for Jesus, and it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. What a brilliant finish from Jesus in the bottom corner, and that is a very good start to the game. What a start for Arsenal, really put themselves in a very good position early on in this game, and what a great start. First shot was on target throughout the whole game, and the first shot overall in the matchup came down to a goal for the Gunners. So yes, 1-0 to the Arsenal within 4 minutes in the matchup. What a start to the Gunners here. So here we go now, Lukaku. Now here's Sterling pushing through. Sterling really pushing through here now. Could be a chance here for a goal for Chelsea. Save right there for the goalie. And now White clears the ball away from danger here. Now Declan Rice looking for another goal here. Already scored within the first 4 minutes here. Now Odegaard, hopefully 2-0 for Arsenal. Odegaard's through. Could be 2-0. Save right there from Courtois. Arsenal's been elite in this matchup so far. On fire throughout this first 10 minutes. Been all over Chelsea. Chelsea do not know what they want to do in this game, because at the moment that early lead right there for Arsenal puts a lot of their say, a massive chance down for Arsenal to kill off the game hopefully. Here's Saka, lost the ball back now to Ben Chilwell. Now Chilwell, now Lukaku. Lukaku now Tammy Abraham. Abraham's through here. Nice little pass to Abraham all the way. Could be a chance for hit on the attack here to Lukaku. Lukaku. Could be a chance here to shoot maybe. Here's Mason Mount. Mount is a box here. No, Abraham, and he scores! And now Chelsea are back level. And in the 20th minute of the matchup, Chelsea have scored. Brilliant goal. Brilliant hit. Unbelievable finish. Right in the top corner. And now it is 1-1 in the matchup here for Chelsea in the game. Unbelievable finish there from Tammy Abraham. What a brilliant goal. Right in that top corner as well. And it is a goal there to make it 1-1. And now here's Arsenal versus Chelsea. Let's get straight now in the match here for Arsenal here. Kick things off. And now here's to Jesus. Now Bukayo Saka. And that's going to be now a throw in here, looks like, for the Arsenal here. Now White. Now Saka. And now Saka on the attack. Now pass there now to Lukaku. And now Lukaku finds a pass here now to Abraham. Abraham's a shot. Oh, good save. And now could be another chance here maybe. But there you go. That's going to be, looks like here, a free kick for the Arsenal. Pass short to Saliba. And now here's Odegaard. Now Saka. And now all the way here now to Odegaard. Odegaard, hold it nice and tight. Maybe a pass into Jorginho to score, but good goalkeeping there from Courtois to stop that from going to the back of the net. Corner. Arsenal really want to put Arsenal back in the lead here. It is 1-1. They want to get back in front, obviously, because it's level now as we currently speak. Now it's Kimmerwar. And now here's Odegaard. Now Tamori. And now header there now to Jorginho. Now is Odegaard. Odegaard's through. Nice pass there to Saka. And a nice goal there from Bukayo Saka to put Arsenal in front. And what a brilliant goal there for the Arsenal there. And Arsenal are back in the lead. And I know that was a little bit of a scare a little bit when Chelsea got that goal back in the matchup. Maybe it might be game on, but however, Arsenal got themselves back in front here again as Bukayo Saka puts Arsenal in the lead in the game. So here we go, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1 at the Emirates, and here we go now. This Chelsea kick things off in the centre circle now. And could Chelsea get back before half time? It is 2-1 to the Gunners, by the way. Here's Enzo Fernandez. We have got, let's say, a minute to go left until the end of the first half. 2-1 as we speak. And now we've got at least now 2 minutes left of the game to go. And oh my God, a chance though for Tammy Abraham to score there to make it 2-2. But save right there from David Raya. And now cross into the box here. All the way into the hands of the goalkeeper. And that is all over, ladies and gentlemen, in the first half here between Arsenal and the Chelsea. As Arsenal do take the lead in the break. As Bukayo Saka scored a wonderful goal as well in the matchup. As it ends here as Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1 at half time. And we are back here for the second half between Arsenal and Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium. And let's see if Arsenal could really manage to get the 3 points by the end of this match. Here's Chelsea now on the attack. Now here's to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Ruben Loftus-Cheek shoots and he scores! And now Chelsea are now level. What a beautiful hit right there from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Right in the top corner, straight in the second half. Like what Arsenal did in the first half to score the first opener from Jesus. Looks like Chelsea straight in the second half has scored to make it 2-2. And now here's Jesus now the ball meanwhile here for Arsenal. Now his turn now to score here to make it 3 perhaps so. Could happen. Oh, close. And now Zubimendi comes on the field and looks like Martin Odegaard will come off the field here. A substitution here for Mikel Arteta's men here as Chelsea have got themselves straight back into it in the second half to make it 2-2. And even straight in the first minutes of the game when Arsenal scored in the first 2 minutes in the matchup. In the first half, and then now in the second half Chelsea doing the exact same thing as what they've did. And now Lukaku now hold the ball here now. What's he going to do with it? Pass there to Tammy Abraham. Now Abraham's through, running through here now to Ruben Loftus-Cheek again. Now Mason Mount, and Mason Mount makes it 3. And unbelievable scenes here at the Emirates Stadium as Arsenal took control of the first half and lead the game 2-1 and scored early on in the first minutes of the game as now Chelsea creep themselves in front for the first time in this whole entire game. And now Jesus running through. And now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And now here's all the way there to Zubimendi. And now here's to Jorginho. And now here's Desai. And now is Tomori. Enzo Fernandez. And now is Tammy Abraham now going through. William Saliba. And now Mason Mount. Sterling. Now Tammy Abraham here is through. He's looked the keeper here. Oh, he could have made it 4 there. He could have done, but good defending there from Arsenal. Great save there from Raya. And it could have been 4-2 to Chelsea, I've got to say. Tried to lob the goalkeeper there, David Raya, but it was denied, however. Great pass there. Nice there to Zubimendi. Couldn't get there on time though. Now pass the ball back there to Courtois. We have got this save. 15 minutes left of the game to go, by the way. 15 minutes left. And now here's to, again, now to Sterling. Great run here from Sterling here now for the Chelsea. Right in the keeper's hands there of David Raya. And now is Enzo Fernandez. And now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now past there, Rice there now to Jorginho. And now is Martinelli. Nice little ball, it could have done, but now Reece James won it back here now for Chelsea. We have got another 5 minutes, by the way, until full time. Looks like Chelsea might get a big win here away from home here, across London here this afternoon, here in North London to Arsenal. As Arsenal are behind, and I thought Arsenal were the favourites. They were all over Chelsea in the first half, they were, but Chelsea somehow got the goal in the first half by Tammy Abraham, and then Saka made it 2-1 to the Gunners, but in the second half, 2 goals from Loftus-Cheek and also from Mason Mount to put themselves in the lead during this game so far. We've got another 2 minutes left of the game to go, by the way. The whistle will blow any minute now. Could be, maybe so. Any minute now, and it is all over, and it is all game over, definitely so here now at the Emirates, as Arsenal unfortunately lost here over Chelsea at home, and that's a disappointing loss right there for the Gunners There's some massive confidence going this game here to get the result and put Arsenal in the top 5 in those Champions League qualification, but unfortunately Mason Mount spoiled that and scored that third goal away from home to put Chelsea now more closer also in the race, to put Chelsea in a chance on qualifying also for the Champions League, as they're currently sitting in 7th or 8th place in the league. But full-time score is Arsenal 2, Chelsea 3. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 3 at full time here at the Emirates Stadium. A massive disappointment for Arsenal, the home team, to lose here over Chelsea. And Chelsea were the better team in that second half to really control the game and get themselves their noses in front during the matchup. So how do you feel about this game, and how do you feel on Chelsea picking up a result here over Arsenal at the Emirates here this afternoon, Alan? Massive result for Chelsea. I thought that Arsenal also gave it a go. They really were very strong as well to try and find themselves a very good chance on winning the game. But unfortunately, Chelsea were the stronger team, and they showed a lot of ruthlessness away from home in this London derby match. And these sort of games are very not easy to win against. And especially Chelsea travelled away to Arsenal. That's a massive win for Chelsea. Not picking up some great form recently in the Premier League. They did lose in their last game, but in this matchup here, massive, because they want to try and chase towards a chance of potentially qualifying for European football for next season. But I feel that for Arteta, that is not looking good for him to lose here at home. And we know they've got, let's say, 9 games left of the season to go, and Arsenal want to try and qualify in the top 5 as possible for any chance on the UEFA Champions League. And so is Chelsea as well, as this win right here will give them a massive possibility, and also positive as well for Chelsea's result here away from home in North London to be anywhere closer also to qualify for the Champions League for next season. But great goal from Mason Mount to score the third goal in the matchup, and Chelsea, fair play to them, and hats off to Mason Mount and also the manager Thomas Tuchel to get the job done here this afternoon over the Gunners. Thank you there, Alan, and let's get straight now to the other game coverage, of course, of the Premier League for all the other 8 games here on match day 29 for this weekend. A tremendous start for Spurs within 12 minutes in the matchup as Harry Kane puts the ball past the goalkeeper Angus Gunn to put Spurs in the lead here at Carrow Road this afternoon. And what a composure, let's say, on Harry Kane to place that ball right past the goalkeeper right there. And then Spurs carried on the play and scored another goal in the matchup. Another goal within half an hour in the first half of the matchup, as a great strike again from Harry Kane to score another goal here for Tottenham Hotspur, as the game ended here at full time between Norwich City and Spurs, as it ends Norwich City 0, Spurs 2 at full time. And Jamie Vardy puts Leicester City in front within 6 minutes in the game, as Celtic are now behind in the matchup so far. And what a great start to the matchup for the Foxes to be in and put themselves in the lead during the game, as Joe Hart unfortunately could not save Vardy's shot. And then Leicester City unfortunately gave away a silly goal as a corner here from Celtic. A header right in the past the goalkeeper right there of Kasper Schmeichel, as now Celtic are level in the matchup to make it 1-1. And what a great header set piece right there from Chris Wood to place that ball past Schmeichel, and game on here at Celtic Park for the strugglers of Celtic in the game. But unfortunately, Celtic might be in the relegation zone, might be confident to themselves to try and get something in this game. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, as a sweaty pass right there from Leicester City, from Jamie Vardy to get the last touch on that ball to put it past Joe Hart. And Leicester won 2-1 away from home at Celtic Park here this afternoon. And a perfect start here for Manchester United, as a real proper finish right there in the game for Bruno Fernandes to make Man United be 1-0 up here against Fodringham, the goalkeeper. And what a ball, put that right in that top corner there, as now Man United are 1 goal up in the matchup, And then United got themselves another goal in the match as Marcus Rashford scores to make it 2-0 to United. And looks like Sheffield United might have a very difficult afternoon here in Manchester, as now they're 2 goals behind against the league leaders of Manchester United in the game here away from home. And then United carried on and scored another goal before half-time as Ronaldo puts it past the goalkeeper Fodringham for Sheffield United, as now Man United are 3 goals up here just before half-time. Great ball right there, all the way to Ronaldo's feet, put the ball past the keeper, and now Sue right there, that is 3-0. And then United in the second half got themselves another goal right there from Marcus Rashford to place that ball past the goalkeeper of Fodringham. And there's no way back now, of course, in the game for Sheffield United in the matchup. Perfect finish. And I've got to say that Man United made it very easy for themselves in the game. And then Bruno Fernandes scored with his second goal in the matchup. He took it all upon himself, skilled one defender, and he took it 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and he puts that ball right in the top corner to make Man United win the game by 5-0. And a great start to the matchup for Brentford in the match, as they've scored at the Ibrox Stadium, as a great goal from Ivan Toney for Brentford. As what a little turn there from Ivan Toney, made it very easy for himself. Goldson could not get and mark him or stop Ivan Toney in time, and now Brentford are 1-0 up here away from home. As Rangers got themselves a chance to try and get away out of the relegation drop here. They end up winning here over Brentford, but unfortunately that was denied, of course, here at Ibrox at home. As Brentford got another goal in the matchup by a header from Kasper Dolberg, and the final score ends here at Ibrox as Rangers 0, Brentford 2 at full time. And then Newcastle United got themselves a very good start to the matchup in the first half, as Callum Wilson took it all upon himself, ran with the ball 1v1 as the defenders of Palace could not get to Callum Wilson in time, as Newcastle got the only goal in the matchup at Selhurst Park, as it ends Palace 0, Newcastle United 1 at full time at Selhurst Park. And Moussa Diaby got himself a goal here for Aston Villa to make it 1-0 at the London Stadium in the 13th minute of the game. As a great pass there, I've got to say there, from Douglas Luiz to find Moussa Diaby. And no defenders want to go to Diaby and take the ball off of Diaby, as he took it all by himself right there in the penalty box to hit that past the keeper Areola to make it 1-0 to Villa. And then the local boy of Birmingham, Jack Grealish, got Villa to put themselves 2 goals in front against West Ham United, as Kurt Zouma could not clear the ball out quickly enough, as Villa managed to get the ball off of Kurt Zouma, passed the ball to Jack Grealish, found some space in that bottom corner, and now Villa are 2 goals up. But then West Ham United got themselves a goal back in the game before half-time, as the Ghanaian Mohamed Kudus scored to make it 2-1. But unfortunately the match ended here at full-time, as it ends Villa 2, West Ham United 1, and Villa have got the 3 points in the game. A perfect pass right there from Jack Harrison all the way to Patrick Bamford to put the ball past the goalkeeper Jose Sarr, as the famous Leeds United are in front here at Molineux Stadium this afternoon. And what a hit right there from Patrick Bamford, while the goalkeeper right there could not get to where Bamford was trying to strike the ball in, and that's a very good shot there from him. But then Wolverhampton Wanderers got themselves a goal back in the second half of the game, as a great goal right there from Chunna right there for Wolves to make it 1-1 in the match. A real perfect goal there from Chunna, as it is now 1-1 in the matchup here between Leeds and Wolves. And then Leeds United got themselves that winning goal in the matchup, as Somerville puts the ball past the goalkeeper right there, Jose Sarr, to win Leeds the game here at full time, as it ended here between Wolves and also Leeds, as it ends Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Leeds United 2 at full time at Molineux here this afternoon. And a real perfect start for Man City. A nice pass there to Karim Benzema. 1v1 to the goalkeeper right there of Robert Sanchez to tap that ball right in the bottom corner. And now City are 1 goal up in the game. What a perfect tap-in right there from Karim Benzema. And now it's 1-0 to Man City. And then a great pass there from Phil Foden right there, all the way to Benzema again. And what a shot right there, into that bottom corner, into the back of the net. And it's now absolutely fantastic right there from Man City to make it now 2-0 in the game so far. And then Man City got themselves another goal in the matchup to make it 3-0 in the match. What a cross right there from Kyle Walker into the box there now to Lionel Messi to get the finish of that. And now Man City are now 3 goals in the lead here at the Amex Stadium. And what a perfect finish right there from the world-class striker of the name of Lionel Messi. And then it wasn't over just yet though for Man City, as another goal scored in the matchup to make it 4-0. Messi, great run, pass to the Karim Benzema to put the ball right into that goal to make it 4-0 in the game. As a full-time score at the end of the match, as it ends Brighton Hove Albion 0, Man City 4 at full time here at the Amex Stadium this afternoon. So the official results of match day 29 of the Premier League. Norwich City 0, Tottenham 2, Celtic 1, Leicester 2, Man United 5, Sheffield United 0, Rangers 0, Brentford 1, Palace 0, Newcastle 1, West Ham 1, Villa 2, Wolves 1, Leeds 2, and Brighton 0, Man City 4, and Everton 1, Liverpool 2, and Arsenal 2, Chelsea 3. And also coming up now for the official table of the Premier League, as Manchester United are now 6 points clear from Manchester City at the top of the Premiership, while Liverpool are currently third with 55 points after winning against Everton. They move up to third, while Everton drop down to fifth, as now we have Arsenal, Spurs in the Europa League places, while Chelsea in the Conference League place. But as for Newcastle, they're only a point behind Chelsea in 9th, and 10th position we do have is West Ham United. In the bottom half of the table, we do have Palace are currently 11th, and 12th is Brighton. We have Leicester City in 13th, 14th is Brentford, 15th is Leeds, with 16th is Wolves, and 17th is Sheffield United. But Rangers are 3 points behind from Sheffield United, while Celtic is in the relegation drop, and Norwich are now 10 points behind from safety. And that's all we have time for here right now for the coverage of the BBC Match of the Day here from all of us and the coverage of football, with a massive win for Chelsea and also a big win also for Liverpool in their respective matches here for match day 29 on BBC Match of the Day. But for all of us here in the studio, with myself here today, Gary Lineker, and also my fellow pundit Alan Shearer, have a very good night everyone.